Today I am going to say how we can copy an object in JavaScript. So basically I will see the shallow copy, deep copy and the structured colon. So at first I have just written an object here, and I have added a function as a property of this object, add number, and here is our function. So and I will copy this info object with shallow copy, deep copy and structured colon, and I will show you how many ways we can copy this object in a short way. So in our UI we will just see that object copy and colon and nothing else at the beginning. So let's start with a shallow copy. So const now in this variable we will copy this info object with shallow copy system. So in shallow copy system we can copy this object in two ways, the JavaScript assign method and the spread operator. So let's first try with our spread operator. Now if we console log our shallow copy object, shallow copy info, then we will see that the object is already copied in our this new object. It is coming from shallow copy with a spread operator. So in the console log we can see that our object is here and it is coming from our shallow copy spread operator. So we have copied our info object with this shallow copy system with the spread operator. So now in this spread operator the main difference from the spread operator and the deep colon is that the spread operator actually the shallow copy actually keep the reference of our original object, so we can access all properties of this original object. If we want to access our number function from this shallow copied function, so it will be accessible because it will hints the reference of this original object and it will call the number function. So if we call here shallow copy info that our the function property is sum function, so we are calling this function with for example 10 and 15. So based on this function we will expecting an output of 10 plus 15 equal to 25. So let's check. Yes, it is 25. So we have accessed the number from our number function from our shallow copied object. Now let's try another way to copy this object with a shallow copy system, and it is the object assign method. It is a built-in JavaScript built-in method. First shallow copy with assign shallow copy. So here will be our object dot assign. So it is our built-in function, and at first we will give an empty object, and here we will tell the source which will be copied into this new object. So our source is the info object. We want to copy the info object, and now if we log our assigned shallow copy, to make sure I am writing here coming from assign copy. Now I am commenting out this to make clean console. So here I am coming from assign copy. Here is our the copied object. Now this two way we can copy this an object in as a shallow copy, which will keep the reference of our original object, but now I am going to show the deep copy, how we can copy an object without bringing without the reference of the original object. So it will be our deep copy const deep copy info. So we will first JSON dot parse JSON dot stringify, and we will provide our info object here. So it will in this way we can copy the info object into our deep copy info. So we will copy the here it will be copied through deep copy system, and the reference of the original object will be not kept here. So if we console log our deep copy info here, we will see that our object is here, but here we can see that our sum function, this function is not copied, because in deep copy in deep copy we cannot copy a function if it is a property inside our original object, because there is no reference of the function, so it will not work here. If we call this property from our deep copy object, it will show us as undefined because it is not copied. So in deep copy method we cannot copy a function. So and lastly there is another method which is structured clone. So in this way we can also copy our original object without the reference, but there is a problem that structured clone is not supported in major browser. It support only Firefox and Firefox Android and some other 2 or 3 browsers more. So let's try it here. Structured clone info will be structured clone, and here we will clone our object. So it is info object info of I is okay. So if we console log our structured info, structure. If we console log our structured colon info, then we will see in Google Chrome that it is an error here, and the error is saying that our structured colon is not defined. As I explained before that Google Chrome don't support the structured colon, but our Firefox will support this. So if we open our Firefox and we hit our localhost 38, localhost 3000, then in the console log we will get our expected output. It is undefined, it is still showing undefined. Let's check what we have made mistake. Okay, I have found that. As I told that the structured colon is the alternative of deep colon, so it will not bring the reference of our original object, so it cannot copy our function. So since there is a function inside our original object, so it is showing the error that it cannot be cloned, because the structured colon cannot copy a function if it is inside our original object. So if we remove this object function object property from this object, so it will be now clean, and everything will be copied into a new object. So let's check it now in Firefox. If I want to refresh, yes, it is coming from the structured copy, and it is our object. So here there is no function property here. So the main difference between the object shallow copy and the deep copy is that the deep copy don't copy the or don't receive the reference of our original object, and the deep copy cannot copy the function property. So that's all today.